Do make sure. Yep. All right. Cool. It is indeed recording. All right. Hi everyone. I am I'm gonna mute that for a second here till I get into the game so I can mess around with audio settings a little more. So hey, what's up everyone? Connor here. I'm going to be playing around with some Stardew Valley. aka the third game that I have a thumbnail for that I just haven't really been messing with. And by thumbnail, I literally just mean it's a random image that I have of the game's title. Make that as pitch black as we can. Well, now it's just a little too quiet. I hope you guys can hear me over the game. Yeah. Yeah, sure, that one works. Oh boy, don't they just look like the most emo person you'll ever meet? Jesus. But I mean, it works. And yeah, I'll take a cat. Why not? Standard Farm, Riverland Farm, Fishermore Common, Forest Farm. Bounty of the Forest is nearly at your doorstep. Hilltop Farm. Mining opportunities, Wilderness Farm. For what it's worth, I think I'm just gonna run standard at the moment. Maybe some other time I'll do something more, but yeah. Anyways, for my very special granddaughter. Hang on. I want you to have this sealed envelope. No, don't open it yet. Have patience. And listen close. One day, you feel crushed by the burden of modern life. Your bright spirit will fade before a growing emptiness. When that happens, my dear, you'll be ready for this gift. And let Grandpa rest. Some years later, just realized that. Terminated. Well, here's us. Yep. Being super depressed, just like Grandpa said. You know what? It's time. Just in dire need of a change. The same thing happened to me long ago. Lost sight of what mattered most in life. Real connections with other people and nature. So I dropped everything and moved to the place I truly belong. I've enclosed the deed to that place, my pride and joy, Stardew Farm. It's located in Stardew Valley on the southern coast. It's a perfect place to start your new life. This was my most precious gift of all. Now it's yours. I know you'll honor the family name, my dear. Good luck. Love, Grandpa. P.S. If Louis is still alive, say hi to the old guy for me, will ya? And so our story begins. Oh hey guys, look, it's the title screen. I also only just now realized this bus has an arrow on it that is pointing at the door. Like, hey, where am I supposed to get onto the bus at? Right here. There's an arrow pointing right at it. Anyways, onwards to Stardew Valley. But what if I did just... No, I'm kidding. Hello, you must be Akane. I'm Robin, the local carpenter. May Lewis sent me here to fetch you and show you the way to your new home. He's there right now, tidying things up for your arrival. Farm's right over here, if you'll follow me. Meanwhile, Myers are just like, oh hey, look, there's half of the anyway, you know what? I just won't say anything yet. This is Sato Farm. Huh. What's the matter? Sure, it's a bit overgrown. There's still some good soil underneath that mess. With a little dedication, you'll have it cleaned up in no time. I thought you said that Lewis was... I guess he was tidying up the house, not the farm. And here we are, your new home. Ah, the new farmer. Welcome, I'm Lewis, mayor of Pelican Town. You know, everyone's been asking about you. It's not every day someone new moves in. It's quite a big deal. So you're moving into your grandfather's old cottage. It's a good house, very rustic. That's one word for it. Damn, alright. Maybe be a little faster on the draw there next time, Robin. Chrissy might do a little more. Jeez. Okay. Rude. Don't listen to her, Akane. She's trying to make you dissatisfied so you buy one of her house upgrades. Anyway, you must be tired from the long journey. You should get some rest. Tomorrow, you ought to explore the town a bit and introduce yourself. Townspeople would appreciate that. Except for Sebastian. He just sits in his room all day. But some of them would appreciate it. I almost forgot. If you have anything to sell, just place it in this box here. Come by during the night to collect it. That's not soccery at all. Well, good luck. Ghost cursor? Ow! Cock-a-doodle-doo to you too, then. Good lord. The spreading weeds. but what farm? Alright, I forgot that this is one of those games as well, where you have to... You walk manually in this game. It's always odd to me when games do that. You receive 15 parsnip seeds. Alright, so getting started, cultivate and harvest. But what I want to mess with is this. I especially want to turn that down, footstep volume down, ambient volume. Yeah, unfortunately this one of those games where, yeah. Anyhow, oh yeah, this is also a thing you can do. We'll mess around with plenty of that some other time. So, first things first, you probably want to try and clear out some of the farm. So, just to reiterate, this game is called Stardew Valley. This is a game that came out within the past few years, sometime in there, I think. I don't exactly remember the exact release date. That was a little redundant. But this game is very, it's similar to Harvest Moon, but at the same time, somewhat different. It's another one of those types of games, though, where, for the most part, you're just kind of living a farm, like, you're managing a farm on top of having, like, these various tasks you can do outside of farming and such. Like, there's mining you can do, you can focus on cutting down trees. Theoretically speaking, you could actually make a living off of doing anything else but farming if you really wanted to. So that's kind of the thing that, at least in my opinion, kind of sets this game apart from Harvest Moon. Because Harvest Moon, it felt like a lot of your energy, like a lot of your time, had to be spent focused on farming. If you weren't spending a lot of time focusing on the farm, then you were basically just kind of SOL. Especially with certain examples, i.e., Tree of Tranquility. That game, you kind of had to really focus all in on. Well, I mean, to be fair, that game you kind of had to spread yourself out a lot. But it was really interesting because it felt like you had to accomplish a lot of major tasks in every department. But at the same time, you couldn't afford to completely focus on one thing because eventually you'd hit the wall of needing something else in order to reach the next goal of that. It kind of had one of those, like, loops where everything was mostly interconnected, which certainly made for a very interesting game. But I don't know. I'm rambling again. Like the intellectual that I am, letting myself get sidetracked. Ugh. But I mean, what am I really focusing super hard on anyways? That's the beauty of these games. That's kind of why I like Stardew so much. It doesn't require your full attention. It just requires enough attention that you are making sure not to, like, accidentally do something really stupid. Like, waste time watering the same tile. I find myself doing that a few times here and there. That's kind of the point. The point of shift is specifically that it'll, like, make you move slower, and then you'll also only be able to focus on, like, 3 tiles in front of you. So in a way, it's kind of like how shift works in Minecraft. It keeps you from falling off, and it'll also, like, kind of automatically directs you at things. Anyways, so I've got all those parsnips planted, and I've got the ground watered. So I'm just going to expend a little more energy to clear up the area near where my crops are at. Especially because you kind of want to get right up and at them with clearing out the area that's like immediately surrounding your house. Because that gives you more land to work with so that, you aren't having to go ahead and clear it out later. And it also gives you resources to work with so that you can craft things, because crafting is a thing in this game. Exhibit A. Can make all these out the gate. Can make fences, pathways. I actually didn't realize how fast you could make pathways. The thing that I want to make really badly, though, is the world's most infamous storage unit in video gaming, a chest. Because that's, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm going to take that chest and I'm going to... Now, okay, here's the real cool thing. You'd think that it's, it being a furniture item, you'd only put it in your house. No, you can put it out here. You can put it anywhere you want, really. You could put it right up next to your mailbox. You could put it right next to this. That way you can just kind of take items out of it and put them directly into the box. But I kind of like to try and keep my storage inside. So now we're going to mess around with rearranging some furniture. So, like, what I'm going to do is put you here, rotate you like that. Yeah. And then, boop. We can take you. And scoot you into the corner. Put you right over here. Perfect. You can also put up tools as, you go about not using them and such. Anyhow, what we're going to do, though, is we are going to, right over here, and the first thing we're going to do is snag these. Saw those in the cutscene, and trust me, you're going to want to grab them. So yeah, you can just kind of wander about the town, stuff like that. Now, what you definitely want to do, though, is anytime you see someone you haven't talked to, you probably want to talk to them. Mayor Lewis did mention introducing yourself to people. And, if the mayor tells you to do something in a game like this, then it's probably a good idea to try and do it. Of course, it can be a real pain. Also, you can dig through people's trash. Just don't do it when they're watching, because they'll think poorly of you. So very happy that, well, I don't know. If I hadn't caught Sam right then, I would have had ample opportunity. He's not really one of the characters you have to worry about not catching. in your introductions, because he's kind of everywhere. But there is one person who can be a real pain to introduce yourself to, and probably even heard me mention him by name a moment ago. But yeah, if you didn't catch it, then you know what, that's also fine, because I'll probably point him out whenever we get around to him. Now, the reason I say that you want to grab all these like random things that you find laying around in the wilderness, just like, you know, these leeks, these dandelions, these wild horseradish, it's because one, they're they're forageables. They actually count for a skill. And oh, oh, oh well, it's very awkward. Um, Trying to find the path of least resistance here. There we go. There are penalties if you get to bed too late. Luckily, we will not be facing any of those tonight. Keep to these. Toss those in there. And we are going to go to sleep for the night. Let me check something here. 22 minutes already, Jesus. I cannot believe that I've already been recording for that long. So I think what I'm gonna try and shoot for is 2 days per video of this. They're just got back from a fishing trip. You should come down to the beach sometime. We've got something for you. Try and clear some more of this up. Especially some more stone. Oh hey, look at that. Found a geode. Alright. I kind of skipped over that text because I've seen it a million times. I might do that a couple times. Just because I've played this game a decent bit before doing this. Though funny enough, given how long I've had the title card thumbnail thing sitting around for this game, yeah, y'all might be able to guess that this is one of the games that I've really wanted to be able to do a let's play of, just by virtue of the fact that it's a very simple game. You just kind of do whatever really, and no matter what you're doing, you're making progress towards something. Each one of these stones that I break, I am making progress towards my mining skill. Any of these weeds that I cut, any of these logs that I cut, that's progress towards, I think, foraging. I know wood cutting is progress towards foraging, but I don't know if the weeds count. No, foraging is a very easy skill to acquire points in, though. Just by virtue of the fact that foraging literally just means to gather stuff in the wild. So don't worry about the butterflies. You're not. You don't have any obligation to catch butterflies or anything like that in this game. There's no dumb insect catching side quests. Um, Solely because there's actually not a bug net in this game, so you legitimately can't. Um, Funny how that works. Do 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 do. Oh, I was just like, why is that not cutting? Because I was using the hoe like an idiot. Yeah. Just gonna kind of focus on gathering resources today. I could, I could go and get the thing from Lily. Um, or I could leave y'all in suspense and not even tell you what it is, even though some of you might actually already know what it is. As a matter of fact, I'm willing to bet quite a few people probably know a lot of the things that I also know about this game, and possibly even more. Because I am far from any professional about this. God, imagine trying to be professional level with a game like Stardew Valley. What does that even qualify as? Like, how would you categorize being professional level with this game? Put all this up. Alright, I almost forgot to do that. I'm gonna put those away so I don't accidentally use them. You're probably wondering, well, why didn't you put the scythe up? Doesn't use energy. That's why. So it's very nice to just have, um, especially because it'll clear some obstacles out of your way. So it's very good for if you're just trying to like explore a bit. Um, yeah, I guess I can go get the thing. Screw it. Might as well have one major accomplishment in this video, because this game, boy, does this game have a very slow start to it. Ahoy there, miss. Heard there was a newcomer in town. Glad to finally meet you. Yeah, I'm still trying to unwind from a month out in the salty seas. It was a big haul. I sold a lot of good fish. Finally saved enough to buy me a new rod. Here, I want you to have my old fishing rod. It's important to me that the art of fishing stays alive. Hey, maybe you'll buy something from the shop here once in a while. You received a bamboo pole. It's good water here in the valley, all kinds of fish. Yeah, shop's back open now. Just come by if you need supplies. So buy anything you catch. If it smells, it sells. That's what my old poppy used to say anyway. Oh, what do you do with a drunken say that? Anyways. So I know he was like smoking a pipe and all, but I always like to imagine that he's at least mentally singing something. Also, since we're here, we might as well scavenge some things. Oh right, this. With 300 pieces of wood, this could be fixed. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what your character needs carpentry skill or like the carpentry talents of Robin for if they can fix that bridge by themselves with enough wood, but yeah, sometimes it's best not to question these things, I suppose. Do, 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 do. Well, that could have gone better, but I guess it kind of makes sense that you would find trash in the trash, huh? Oh well. I'm trying to remember. I know you need at least one of these for one of the bundles for something later. I'm gonna hang on to one of them. I don't know. Clams are very common. Not really the most indispensable or like valuable resource as far as that one collection that I'm thinking of goes. Just by nature of the fact that like, hey, these just kind of exist. So, now I guess I just spend the rest of the day hacking at grass, or I guess I could try and catch some more people that I haven't introduced myself to. Um, but I might just wait to do that until Friday in game. Um, obviously in game. Um, like no duh. Because the thing is, most of the people in town will actually show up, kind of just all concentrated into one place on Friday. And the ones that don't are usually the ones that you can catch just by running around town. So that's yeah. I like I said, I'm no professional at this. Generally speaking, there's a reason for the things that I do. Just generally speaking, sometimes there's not really a reason at all, and I'm just doing it because I feel like doing it. Um, I mean that's that's the thing about this game. You don't have to have a solid reason for everything in a game like this. You just kind of live off, like live life just going on your sleeves, or, off the cuff. That's yeah. It's a very off the cuff type of game. You just kind of do whatever, and in the end, you can probably accomplish your key goals as long as you keep track of them. Like the reason that I'm going around and tearing up all of these weeds is because, as you can see, that gets me fiber, and fiber is used for quite a few crafting recipes for very useful things. In fact, one of those being a scarecrow. You need fiber for a scarecrow. Yeah, no, I don't really understand it either, but yeah. You need fiber, wood, and coal in order to make a scarecrow. And those are immensely useful, as one might expect. Because, as the name implies, no duh, a scarecrow will scare off crows. Wow, what a concept. Oh, also, here's the thing you can do as well. Yep, just figured I'd show that off. Also, the TV actually does things. It's going to rain all day tomorrow. Oh, well, that's good for us. It's good for me. Spirits are mildly perturbed today. Luck will not be on your side. Well, it's a good thing that the day is basically over. Level up. Level 1 foraging. Axe proficiency up. Trees sometimes drop seeds. Now have the wild seeds spring crafting recipe and the field snack crafting recipe. Both of these are going to be, well, this is less useful. It's cool because it allows you to grow the 4 things that you need for the community center, but unless you're doing that in order to sell those or for gift purposes, like for example, basically everyone in this town loves flowers to some extent. So dandelions and daffodils are really good gifts. I know George loves leeks, and I think there's someone who's a very big fan of wild horseradish. But outside of gift purposes, the wild seeds really aren't that useful. But this, trees sometimes drop seeds, and the field snack go hand in hand. Because the field snack is made by using one of each of the 3 different tree seeds. And now you can just get those from chopping trees. Alright, let's see what our... Also, yeah, trash doesn't sell for anything. Also, normally you get trash out of fishing, that's why it considers it fishing instead of other, which is kind of funny. Yeah, like, see, daffodils 30G, 3 clams for 150, good lord. Foraging is a really good way to make money early on. And with that, we are going to call it here, leading into this rainy day. I will catch you all some other time.